We are now live on the most powerful platform for truth, bar none, on God's green earth. This is your platform for education, elevation, and edification. This is the Red Pill Diaries, and I'm your host, your brother, and your friend, Rashid. And I'd like to thank you all for giving me your time, because you did not have to do that. As we wait for my co-host and guest, Carl Zha, to make it on the platform, I just want to take the time out to thank everybody for your support. I'll correct messed up some of the words in the thank you, but let me read it to you. It is supposed to say, I want to give a salute out to everyone watching, participating, liking, subscribing, super chatting, super thanking, and just showing love. It's all appreciated from the bottom of my heart to the depth of my soul. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me hit up Carl real quick. Make sure everything is cool. Because Carl had told me he had something was going on with, I believe it was one of the links or whatever, or something like that. So give me a second. Give him a little time. You know, we'll cook until he comes. And if he's not there at the dinner table, we'll still cook. Salute the flying crocodile. Thank you. And what you say, I finally made it the start, but have to leave in 30 minutes, bugger. Still, you can come back and listen to the whole thing. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Michael in 007, salute Rashid in chat. Hey, I want to get to something before Carl gets here, okay? I want you to imagine what is going on with the intensity of the war in West Asia, okay? Not only, people are not thinking about this, not only are weapons being used on a massive scale, which means that more weapons have to be brought into production, right? And not only is there an embargo through the Strait of Hormuz, and not only are there sanctions and counter sanctions flying out, I want you to think about the seriousness of this. Think about the lunacy of that. I want you to think about that for a minute. How can your interests supersede my wife's interests in my house? You live a city away, a state away, a country away, or a continent away. And you may have a cousin that lives in the same state as me. And then you say that your national interest or your family interest supersedes my wife's interest in what goes on in our house. I want you to make sense of that kind of reasoning, because when we hear them talking, they talk, but they never make sense. And the problem is, it doesn't make sense, but and why do you want to be feared? You're not God. You're not God. Listen to me good. It's better to die on your feet than live on your knees. We got to go someday. So why should I fear you? Your life is beautiful. But I just got somebody's trying to come on. They're saying they're being blocked. Hold on. I wonder why. Maybe it's these crazy. Then we'll see. We'll see in a second. Anyway, I sent Carl the link again, and I also sent him a message. So hopefully he'll get it. But the sheeple are already starting to show their fear, bleeding in queues at petrol stations, hitting the grocery stores to stock up on 100 rolls of toilet paper. And then W. Gilchrist is Rashid. The W is for William. I know it. I didn't know if you wanted me to say it, but I know it. I remember it from before you. I think you used to have it William Gilchrist or something like that. But I didn't want to just put your name out there without you approving it. But listen, let's go back to something real quick. All right, to this right here. I was also thinking about food shipments. Now, think about this. As a matter of fact, I think I got a run up on this here. Where is it? They say the United Arab Emirates imports 80 to 90% of its food. Saudi Arabia, 80%. Kuwait, 98%. So now, if this is the case, right, and self-preservation is the first law of nature, one has to sit down and examine what is really at the core of my national interest. Should I sacrifice my government, possibly my entire nation, or fight? Meaning that the talk, the mannerism, the way she dressed, our style of living, our democracy, all of that was tantalizing to some of them. So they couldn't look away from the whore because she was so mesmerizing, because everybody thought that she would always have that beauty. But we're looking at the beauty fade away, the economics of it, the education, the industries, the manufacturing, the political clout, the geopolitical clout. And in a sense, a reverberating feeling throughout the economies and the nations where the fornicator or the whore laid her head at. And now Iran is hitting them. Iran is hitting them, right? Shout out. I'm missing some. Hold on one second. This thing is jumping. Shout out to the Blue Pill Diaries. That's my son. That's one of my sons. Let's see. This thing is jumping. Hold on one second. Yeah, right here. Crabs, herpes, disease. That's right. That is what is happening. They have fornicated, taken the bribes, lying down in the with these intelligence agencies, fomenting unrest, destabilization, because Australia figures into this too. I'm telling you this. Do you not see the buildup for this? Now America is now opening up nuclear submarine bases in Australia. When I went this, they didn't have that there. China handing over radars and missiles to Iran. What's the reality of the time? And this is something that is hard to get most people to accept. But it is the reality of the time. Listen, I've held you long enough. I'm getting ready to call Carl. We're going to do a redo. We got to do a redo with Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. We got to do a redo with Carl. So look for them. We've got Tariq Amir coming on soon. We got Gregory Manarino coming on soon. We have I forget the physicist's name. I forget his name. Coming on soon. We have Salim Mansour coming on soon. Tomorrow we're supposed to have Dimitri Lascaris on in the morning, and following that we're supposed to have Dr. E. Michael Jones on the platform tomorrow. So that's another double header for you guys. Man, I want to thank every one of you for staying here this whole time. I want to thank you who came and checked us out. Don't forget to hit the like button and share. Please do that to get me in the algorithm, because they continue to block me out of the algorithm. I want to take the time out to thank everybody who watched, who will download, who will share. I would like to thank all of you who subscribe. Also hit the bell icon, and those who donated, and those who wanted to donate, those who couldn't donate, but your conversation means a lot. You communicated in the chat. I really appreciate all of that from the bottom of my heart to the depth of my soul. And I'll say this ad nauseum: do right to others and do right by others. Not because there's some material gain to be had or because of some accolades. Do right to others and by others because it's the right, the humane, and the godly thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching you, remember that God Almighty is watching you. As my late, great, beautiful, wonderful mother would say, God sits high on the throne of power, but he looks low at the actions of man. Know that I love each and every one of you who loves freedom, justice, and equality and truth. And loves freedom, justice, and equality and truth. Let me say that one more time. And loves freedom, justice, and equality and truth. But know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. Until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true. But above all things, remember to stay righteous, because righteousness is the only thing that's going to get you out of here. Hey, mama, look at me. Your baby boy still loves you and represents you more than life. Deuces, everybody. I love you. Peace. We're out of here.